The Royal Exchange Theatre is an incredibly unique theatre space. It was built within a larger hall, which used to be a cotton exchange many years ago, and therefore has quite an enormous history attached to it. The performance space is fully in the round, which can lead to some pretty interesting challenges, but it also means that you get quite an intimate experience of the production that you're watching.
So I'm working on Betty, which is a new musical at the Royal Exchange. I think the two things that are really important to me in looking for radio mics for theatre are reliability and build quality. The build quality has to be really robust to take the strains and the pressures of a very energetic environment. And reliability is paramount, especially in a venue like the Exchange, where we have to know that the kit can handle the atmospheric elements that we throw at it.
My experience of Sony as a pro audio brand harks back to my film and TV days, where I've always used, Sony camera equipment. It wasn't until more recent years when I was introduced to Sony radio mics for use in professional theatre. I was contacted by the UK audio specialist for Sony, asking if I was interested in a demo of their new digital radio mics, which of course I said yes.
I think one of the great things about coming to work here is that Sorcha, who is the sound lead at the Royal Exchange, knows her building and knows the technical systems inside out. And when she suggested using the Sonys for this gig, she had used them previously on 2 other shows. And this is a very challenging venue to use wireless transmitters and receivers in. And one of the things that I haven't had to worry about during this show has been the radio mics. They have been absolutely solid throughout, and that is really reassuring.
With the Sony DWX digital wireless equipment, I found them to be incredibly robust. That's one thing working in theatre, when you've got body packs on actors, sometimes it can be a bit unpredictable. Then going on to demo it on performers on stage, I found the audio quality to be incredibly high standard. And in a space like ours, where the performers are so close to the audience, the quality of the audio has to be pristine clean, because you're hearing the actors acoustically as well as amplified.
This is the first time that I have used Sony professionally. I think sonically, the Sony system sounds fantastic and absolutely faultless. The quality and the clarity on the system, I think, can't be beaten.
It was great to know that there was already significant investment in Sony in higher houses around the UK. We at the Royal Exchange have invested in 10 ways of the micro transmitters, and for this production we have also hired an additional 6 ways of handheld microphones.
I wanted to pick the handhelds because sonically they sound very different to what head mics sound like. The characteristics of what a handheld sound like are characteristic of what people sound like when they're dueling in a rap battle.
From an operation point of view, the Sony Wireless Studio software I've found incredibly easy to use, very easy to navigate. It tells you a lot of information that you need to know and gives you a lot more control over the body packs themselves, even while they're on performers. As a producing theatre, being able to offer the Sony DWX series product has given us increased flexibility in what we can offer our creative teams for our productions.